Today we're going to look to another important update to one of our snippets, the KS shipping calculator. This snippet shows on the card drawer and it perfectly works on the down theme, but of course if you are using another theme, our team is going to help you with the installation. Okay, as you can see from the demo here, as soon as you click on this shipping calculator button here, it will open the option to calculate the shipping through a model. So, for example, let's quickly test it for the United States. Let's choose New York here and enter a simple zip code. And as you can see, it is correctly getting the data through the Shopify API, and it is displaying these two shipping methods right here. Of course, for example, if more shipping options are provided, for example, we have a free shipping options if more than $100, and if that's the case, normally it will show that the shipping option as well. For example, if you check now that we have more items on the cart, it will show now 3 shipping methods, including the free international shipping, the option that is free. Okay, first we're going to check the installation, and then we're going to check a few options that you can change in order to customize a bit this snippet. After you have downloaded the snippet file, double click to unzip it. Then we have the snippet file that we need to add, but also we need to do a small change as well. But first, let's copy the contents of the file, and from the Shopify store, go to the theme you want to install it, edit code, and what we need to do here is create a new snippet called KS shipping calculator. Okay, and simply paste the contents of the file. Then we have a readme file to check for the change you need to make. So here, what we need to do here is find this line of code on the card drawer.liquid file. Okay, we need to find not on the section but on the card drawer snippet file, this one right here. Okay, and we need to find this line of code, and as mentioned on the guide, we need to call our newly created snippet like this. Okay, and as you can see here, we are already calling another important snippet, the KS cart upsells. In case you haven't checked it out, I strongly recommend that you do it, because that's an important snippet to have. But now let's call our snippet that we're checking right now, the KS shipping calculator, and simply hit the save button. Then let's test it out to see everything is working as expected. Open the cart, and here we can see that our snippet is showing as expected. For this snippet, the changes are added directly on the snippet file. In fact, we could have added those changes on the main settings on the theme customizer, but since there are only a few settings, we thought it's better to keep them directly on the snippet file, and you didn't have to add another change to the Shopify theme. Okay, so let's close everything and again open the snippet file that we just added before, and we can see here on the top of the file we have this variable here. Only this one you might need to change, and the other one normally you can keep like that, but of course if you are not using English as your language, you might need to change this text right here. Okay, so for the countries variable, this is the enabled countries that are showing on the shipping calculator, are these ones right here. Normally, by default, for example, if you disable this option here and hit the save, Shopify automatically adds up almost all the countries in the world with this big list of countries right here. But of course, if you are shipping to only a few selected countries, you might need to adjust this list right here and keep these countries to only those countries that you provide shipping. It's important to note that this list should be separated with comma, and the country name must match exactly the country that is by default on this list right here. So yes, that should be all for this option right here. Also, two more things to mention that are important is that this data right here, so this one right here, will be automatically populated if the customer is logged in. For example, if a customer is already logged in and they have provided an address, these fields right here will be automatically populated with the country, province, and the zip code based on the customer address that is on the Shopify records. Okay. Also, if there is no logged in user, then this country will be populated automatically through their IP address. So if I'm located to the United States, normally this country field here will show by default the United States and open up this province selector as well. This is a nice addition to have because the user doesn't have to select their country here. Okay, so if I click here, normally it will show the shipping rates. For example, if I enter a wrong zip address here, it will show that you need to enter a valid zip code. And in this way, the shipping works as expected. That should be all for this snippet. Thanks for watching.